All right, guys, give me a thumbs up in the main chat if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up in the main Discord, SPY Only Options Room. All right, great. This training here is just going to be a quick training to help you with the mindset of a trader and how to trade the day, what I go through on a daily basis. And it came about because I'm coming out of another excellent training with one of our Discord members. And I realize, and we all know this, that mindset would be paramount when it comes to trading. Mindset is paramount when it comes to trading, right? What you feel about yourself, the trade, how you feel about money, how you feel about the market, how you feel that day. It's all relevant. Now, you may focus so much on technicals, and don't get me wrong, you have to have skills. The market is actually an interesting dance or marriage between mindset and skill. And if one isn't really in sync with the other, you'll be stepping on toes. You won't build consistency, right? So when I talk to many in the Discord, train hundreds of people at this point, dozens successful every single day, I see one major commonality is that those individuals have really gotten the discipline and training from me to help them with their mindset. And we work and we mentor and we coach and we mastermind together more. So I'm going to give that more to you guys. I know this was unplanned. This wasn't planned. I'm going to start to do a little bit more of these pop-ups with you to help you as I'm moving in between trainings. And I'm in between trainings right now, so I have some time. In about 15 minutes, we're going to talk about mindset. And I'm going to walk through two things. The first is the trader's mind. And then the second is your mindset in regards to money, fear, greed, etc. Let's cover the first. We're going to look at the day real quick. All right. We're going to do a few trade recaps, okay, on the day. Now, we know today, 4/11/2022, the day was low volume. We understand the market sentiment and thesis. The day pretty much played out as we discussed in our pre-market, right? So if you don't know, if you didn't watch the pre-market, go ahead and look it up on YouTube. It's our weekly prep. I think the date for that one is 4/10/2022. We did our weekly prep, and our thesis on the week, bearish to cautious, cautious and bearish, and today as well. Now, granted, top side of the day here, very low volume and chippy. But right now, we're going to break down. And I know we took some trades. You guys took this dump here. That was clear. I took a couple scalps here. That was clear. And then on IWM, I shorted and made some nice bank on the backside of the day, right? That's clear, right? But we're going to talk about when you see behavior like this. I had a Discord member ask me about entries. And of course, we won't go into every detail of the training because we reserve that for training, right? You'll get the secrets and the goods and all that good stuff there. But I'm going to touch on one aspect, the mindset of a trader. When you are in a trade, what goes through your mind? Dump it in the SPY Only Options Trading Room chat. When you are in a trade, what are you thinking, right? I want to know, and this is a real question. When you're in a trade, here's an example. We're getting ready to short. Here we are. We get our indication that it's time to short or go into a put. What are you thinking? All right. Stu says, this is my stop, or where's your PT? I love it. Don, I love it. Risk management. Be more specific, Don. What do you mean by risk management? But I like it. I like it. Paul is saying wants to keep negativity away. I like that. I want to know what goes through your mind. And for those of you who are listening to this for the first time, maybe you're watching this for the first time, think, take a pause for a moment. When you enter a trade, what goes through your mind? Now, I'm going to give you a playbook. All right. Never even discuss this with anyone. This is really an advanced strategies, advanced setups. I'm going to give you a playbook on how advanced traders think. All right. Rousing Spring says, is it going to flip? All right. Get down. I got you. Is it time to exit? All right. Where's your stop level? I like it. Thesis, why you traded. Okay. I like it. I like it. All right. let me ask you something. When you see, and we're going to call them elite traders, great traders. There's a such thing of just an excellent elite trader. When you see these folks, perhaps they're on Wall Street, perhaps wherever you can remember seeing someone, how focused are they? When they're trading, how focused are they on the screen? Oftentimes they have headphones on, right? They're focused at the screen, razor sharp. NC says they're dialed in. Would you agree? Hyper focused, dialed in, right? Now, I'm not telling you that you have to be eccentric and so dialed in every second, but when you're in the trade, I need you to be dialed in. I need you to focus on that trade. And I'm going to break down to you in the next 10 minutes what is going on in my mind. This is the mind of a trader as I'm in the trade. All right. This is literally what I'm saying to myself, and I want you to take this to the bank. All right. All right. So here we go. Why don't we do this? Let's just make it interesting. How about we replay the day? How about we just look at the day as we haven't even seen it before? Now, you jumped into the pre-market prep, right? You came into the Discord, and in the live voice channel, right? Here we go. For all of you guys who are new, come into the Discord, hit the rules, rolls, do all the cool stuff here. Make sure you do all that. And then after you do that, come on down into the SPY only voice channel. At 8:50, we're doing a pre-market prep. I'm not just talking, right? We're there to prepare for the day. There's things happening pre-market and things over the weekend and things, the time frame that we're in. We need to do some analysis. We need to understand where we are. Why? Because it gives us an edge at the open. And 9 times out of 10, we take that trade and we make money on the trade. So I'm gonna encourage you to do that. All right. So you're in the pre-market this morning. What we were looking at. All right. So now we develop the thesis. We say, hey, I think we're going to go down. Market is timid. We've evaluated the things happening in the week, CPI data, other data, producer price index coming out, weekly jobless claims, short week. A lot of things say, Wall Street's going to want to take some risk off. Wall Street is going to want to take some risk off. And by the way, what's the number one thing? What's the number one rule before you dig your hand into your pocket and you invest in the market and you do anything in options and trading and anything in the market? What's the number one rule? Anybody? I'll put it up there. It's follow big money. So in the pre-market prep, we've evaluated where big money is going to go today, and we're saying, okay, we're going to go down. Now, the next thing you do is you find your targets. Have you ever heard me say, give me thumbs up? Give me a thumbs up. All right. Inside the SPY options trading room. Have you ever heard me say, if SPY does this or this, I'm going to take this trade or that trade? Have you ever heard me say something like that? Everyone's giving me thumbs up. Good. Thumbs up. Excellent. So you've heard me say, if SPY does one thing or the other, I'm prepared. Right? I'm prepared. Right? So this means that I've developed a bull and bear thesis on the day. And based on my the evidence we get at the open, I can turn up either way. I can engage. So the first thing I'm thinking is, what point causes me to go a certain direction or to utilize said thesis? What's going to happen on this screen that's going to say to me, all right, I'm ready to get engaged and go up? Again, give me a thumbs up again. Have you ever heard me say, I can't get engaged right now? I can't get engaged. Have you ever heard me say that? Yeah, big thumbs up, right? And for those of you guys who are watching, look, people are responding. Yeah, okay, so I'm telling the truth here. You've heard me say that live, right? Big thumbs up. It's because the market isn't aligning with a thesis or a setup, and I cannot get engaged. It doesn't matter what I think, doesn't matter even if I'm missing the move. If it doesn't do what I want it to do, if it doesn't do what I'm looking for, I cannot get engaged. All right. So after we've got our thesis built, now I'm looking for markers or points. Let's look at your screen right now. All right. Look at your screen. What happens at about 8:27? And this is just using raw data. This isn't even the data I would use to make a decision, but for training purposes, I'm going to give you the goods now. In the chat, someone put right around this time, what happened at 8:33 a.m.? What price level do we hit? All right, NC says rejection. Okay, so would you agree? Give me a thumbs up. We base here for a moment, right? We're coming down, but we hold there. Everyone agree with that? Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Okay, you agree with it. All right, so here's a question to you. If we have a bearish thesis and we test a major level, what level is this? Somebody put it in chat. You guys know I love engagement when we're doing these trainings. What level is that? What type of level is that? Anybody? All right. Okay. If we are coming down, we're already agreeing with our thesis. Now we hit a major level. All right. At this point, the day is weak. Everything is panning out so far. We got just a split second to kind of get into the groove here. At this point, what are you expecting? What are you expecting? There's two things that can happen here at the open. There's two things. The first thing is we catch fire, right? We get a hard bounce here. We open hard and we start running. You agree? You agree? Yeah, that's one thing. The second thing is we chip and then we start to break down, right? Now, again, the volume today was very, very low, abnormally low. Therefore, there was some fake outs. There was some weird behavior. So risk off. And that's the proper thing to do. But we're going to assume we're going to assume today was a normal day. All right. So I'm going to push play and we're going to assume today was a normal day. All right. So now we've done our pre-market. We understand. And we're just using this right here as an example. We wouldn't make a decision right now on this, but we're using it as an example. All right. I'm looking for my thesis to be confirmed. Either way, I don't care where we go, up or down. I don't care. I don't have a bias. So in my mind, I'm saying, if I break above 44488 right here, and I hold looking for a retracement, I can take the next move with strength to 44583. That's about $1. And oh, by the way, we trade at and in the money. So what is the profit on that? 50%. So that's the bullish thesis. So period. If I don't break, if I do not break this right here, I cannot take the trade. I don't care what happens in here. I can't take it. That's my bull. Now let's talk about the bear. The bear is, okay, I held here. Well, this would be a great reference here. And it's at a price level. It's not some random area. It's an established price level at a higher time frame. Therefore, if I break this level here, I am good to short to my next profit target, which is very close, right? Which is very close. And it's a level of interest for me. Got a little note on my screen, something that I like to do so that I can understand what my risk is. So now I've got a bull thesis, I got a bear thesis. Now I'm watching for my points of entry and I am literally dialed in. This is how it sounds. This is how it looks. Okay. I'm going to push play and pause at times. Okay. All right. I'm watching. Stop. Stop. Pause. All right. Right away, I get a rejection. All right. And of course, our speed is 1.5 right now. So it's not moving this fast. We know that. I'm on a 3-minute candle, a 3-minute chart. It's not moving this fast during the market. But for demonstration purposes, I'm just kind of going over play by play what I'm thinking to myself. Okay, cool. I got a rejection here. There's one. Okay. I got a rejection here. I got a hard move to the downside. That's a very strong candle. Now, I know this area here because I've traded this area many, many times, and this area can be a little tricky here. So I would need some nice confirmation here. Then I look down at the volume and I say, the volume is very low. Okay, so risk off here. Be careful. But I did get my rejection. This is what I'm saying to myself in my mind. This is a trader's mind, what we go through before we make a trade. You have to talk to yourself, rehearse it, say, it's just like you're running a play, right? Point guard comes up the court. What is he doing? Is he keeping the play to himself? No, he's calling out. We're running 5, we're running 6, number 6, go to the left. He's calling out what's going to happen. And then he scores or the team scores. If you think that trading isn't a sport, boy, You're mistaken. Now, let's go to the next. Let's keep going. All right. Pause. Okay. So I'm still holding in my area here. I'm flirting with this area here, right? I got a rejection up here. And so now I say to myself, well, the best entry for this trade would be anywhere above my level here if I get the confirmation, or if I get the market sentiment, the understanding that we're going to go down, the risk to reward to go any direction would be in this area. Allow me to highlight it. The risk to reward to go in any direction is in this area. If I'm going to catch a little pop to here, this is a good entry. If I'm going to catch a move past this level here that we based at, this is a good entry anywhere in this area. Now, the perfect entry, sure enough, is at 444.88, right? If we get a rejection off of here like that, oh yeah, we take it. But the way the wicks and the volume, it's impossible to catch it. So what you're trying to do is say, all right, I have an idea of where we're going. It agrees with my thesis. Now I need to find the best entry. I need to find the best entry. Let's push play. Okay, we're still dancing. We want to go down. Oh, you're like, man, that was my move. But you miss it. You let it breathe a little bit, right? No problem. Anywhere, look at the candles in this zone here. Anywhere in that area, folks, is a good entry, right? Why? You realize from here, where are we at? We're about 444.20 to 443.20. That's still $1. So this is technically 0.30, 0.50 delta, a 30 to 50% move, however you slice it, doesn't matter. You are focused on the entry. At this point, you have a good idea that you're either going to chop in this area, you're going to break down, or you're going to stall. Either way, you will have all kind of time to get out of a trade. The risk to reward is there. Great example. I took a call right there with the expectation that we pop. We didn't get the hard pop. It went into profit a little bit. No fuss, no foul. No fuss, right? Plenty time to get out of that trade. In fact, some of you guys took that trade. You said, the risk to reward isn't there. We exited, no problem. Others decided to hold. That's okay. That's okay. This is the area of interest. But now let's come to a conclusion. All right. I'm thinking to myself, I got one rejection there. All right. I've broken my level here. Okay. Obviously, I'm developing a trend. You have to ask yourself, what's the probability of us getting to this level? If the probability today or within the morning session is high that I'm going to get to this level, I need to get the best entry at that point because we're going down. At some point, we're going to go down. The risk to reward is high. Now it's a matter of entry. Anywhere in that level, you got the breakdown here. You wanted to get in this area. But here's the follow through and the confirmation. You broke down past your level. There is nothing else to do but to take this trade here. Nothing else to do but to take the trade at that point. Absolutely, this is the best area. But as a trader, I'm looking at these key markers. Do I break a key level? What does my thesis tell me? What happened in pre-market? Did I get a rejection off of a high? What does the zone that we're trading in look like? And of course, we've got volume telling us what to do, right? So one of the things we teach in our trainings, especially training, I think it's number 0 and 1, or is it 2 and 3? It's between 1 and 2, is to be able to make a trading decision fast. You've got to be able to recognize the direction of the market. So as I'm trading, I'm saying these things to myself. Where am I? What time of day it is? What time of day is it? What's the volume looking like? Am I at my levels? Have I broken a level? Do I look like I'm going to break a level? Am I coming off of a high? How many times have I tested this high? Wow, I'm getting really wicked out here, but still, this is a good area. This is a good zone. Either way, we could go, or we get to break down. We break down past the 4 hour. I'm taking the trade. Aggressively, I'll slide my stop, right? Now, some of you guys took that trade. I elected to scalp down a little lower to a 44199 and 44160, right up in this area here, right? Why? Got two major levels there. I had reason to believe we would break. I scalped this move here. You guys know that. And this move in between here, right? Not major moves, but here's a good idea, a good indication of what to do rather when you miss a major move. I get a lot of DMs and a lot of people asking, hey, is it too late to get in? And I want to help you with something, okay? You got to know where we're going. You got to know where we're going based on market sentiment, based on these price levels. They're there for a reason. So this is just a small, I don't want to go too long. This is just a short discussion on a trader's mindset. As I'm in a trade, my mind sounds like a basketball game, and I'm a point guard, and I'm in it. What time of day is it? What's our volume looking like? What's the volume profile telling me? What price level is this? Have I gotten any action in pre-market? Am I coming off of a high? What's the trend looking like? Is it time to get in? What's the best entry? What price can I get in? What's the zone? And I am dialed in, which is pretty amazing. The fact that I can still train and trade and do that in my brain. And as you grow, you'll be able to do it down the road years too. That's fine. But I think it's important for those who are trying to go to the next level. I see a lot of you guys are very consistent. Now I want to help you elevate yourself and get to the next level, because as you get into advanced strategies, you're going to have to be able to talk through this strategy, and you're going to have to be able to make a decision fast, and it's going to need to be right. So you're not making any rush decisions. We still trade on the 3. The difference is you are building this stuff. See how all this just kind of evolved on the screen as we've trained during this little 15-minute talk. It didn't start out like that. But as we're going, as the day is rolling, I'm saying, okay, I pay attention here. I pay attention here. Look at this, look at that. And then there's other folks who I'm training as well. So I can highlight that for you guys. And you talk yourself through a trade. You don't say things like, boy, I really hope it hits 41199. No. We don't hope. You don't say things like, oh, I'm worried about a reversal. What causes a reversal? What causes a reversal? I'll do a video to talk to you guys about the difference between a reversal and a retracement. A reversal and a retracement. Now, we got some heavy pops today, right? Let me close this here. We got some heavy pops today in areas where it looked like it was going to run back up, right? That's because of the amount of volume in the area that's below us. I've been saying it all last week, and we said it today. The market is going to defend this area. So as you get better, you will have to learn to talk yourself through your trades. And here are some key factors. Did you do your pre-market? What's your bull and bear thesis? Then you're looking for zones and targets, areas of interest on the screen where volume will agree with you. This wicked out behavior is wicked out. We didn't like the action, but the fact of the matter is, we never touch 4.88 again. Therefore, any move to the downside depends on your entry, and it's this to the bank. That's the mindset of a trader. The last 5 minutes or less, let's talk about mindset overall. And I don't talk enough about this, and I will start to give you guys more. I have an audio series. I've got so many things from over the years that I'm trying to find out how to load in the Discord. So if someone knows, how to load this in the Discord, and so that we can keep it safe and that, it doesn't get stolen or manipulated, let me know. But how do you handle the mental aspect of this trading, the market? All right. And someone brought something really interesting up earlier. It was about negativity. And so I'm just going to say this to you guys. And you can give me a thumbs up again. Have you noticed I have the exact same routine every morning? Have you noticed that? Every morning, I've got the exact same routine. And at 9:20, that routine includes a cup of tea. Have you noticed that? All right, I got some thumbs up here. I'll show you. Everyone's noticed it, right? It includes a cup of tea. It also includes a little lo-fi, right? Right? Well, these things, these small intangibles, they matter. They matter. What are you doing to get your mind right to trade every day? If you don't feel good, don't trade. If you are too afraid, don't trade. If you're too greedy, don't trade. Your bigger issue is not the skill set. Your bigger issue is mindset. I can teach you the skills. I can even help you with the mindset, but you've got to tackle it. You've got to understand that you have to be calm and collected to trade the market. And if those things don't align, if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, if you stubbed your toe, if something happened to you, don't trade. Do not trade. Allow the day to open up, to relax, get your zone right, and then go into your trade. All right. Just a couple of things I want to help you guys with. If you have any questions, can you dump them in the SPY only options chat? I'll wrap this up in a minute. I'll answer one question now. This is the trader's mindset. And I'm going to do more of these and give you the actual tips and pointers, not just the feel good, right? I will give you actually what I'm thinking, what to do, how to handle certain things, successes and losses, delays, missed opportunities. How do you handle all that? I'll give it all to you as well as we go. Any questions? I'll answer one question now. First person pops up with a decent question. I see a number of you guys typing. I'll answer the question. And I'm happy to answer them. I'm happy to answer it. Just was in between trainings here, and I felt like it was something that the entire Discord can benefit from. So I wanted to take a little time to help you guys understand a play-by-play. Now, if you want to understand, and I think you should go and watch it again if you've seen it once, but if you want to understand how to, what my process is before I actually click. So that's the process that as I'm moving toward the trade. Then before I get into a trade, you need to go and watch this video right here. See, where is it? Right there. Use this 3-step strategy. 3 steps. There are 3 check marks I have to have before I enter any trade. Watch this video. Watch it again and again and again. That's the first element. Once you get past that and you move to training number 4 for the advanced strategies, I can show you how to get into a trade even sooner, but with the confirmation. But you've got to watch this one first and get it good at the 3-step check system. This saves you a lot of profit. I'm sorry, a lot of monies. Okay, makes you a lot of profit, saves you a lot. All right. Let's see if we got the question here. All right. No, Jake. What kind of question is that? Risk to reward area. Risk to reward area. So you're struggling with the risk to reward area. Help me out here, Jake. I'm sorry, Gerald. Help me out here. What do you mean you're struggling with the risk to reward area? You're struggling to find the risk versus reward area. All right. I'll give you an example right here on this chart. Oh, and this is for Jake, Mr. Smarty Pants. If you got in when I called out, your trade went into profit. Your trade went into profit, sir. All right. And you had multiple times to exit that. So I take those trade and those comments very seriously. There is no, we all will take a loser here and there. This trade, not a loser, sir. If you held it and it reversed on you, you have to do trade management. But this trade was called out at 9:45. This is the zone. And this trade did pop up to here. That's about a 15-cent, move or so. So you have to manage your trades for sure. The overall profit target was here. And this, you have 45 minutes to exit this trade. So I just want to be clear. When there's a loser, when we take a loser, we take a loss. But this one, this is not such. You do not have to take a loss if your risk appetite is there. And everyone has plenty of time to get out of this. Now, you don't want to hold losers for sure. You don't want to hold losers for sure. All right. Let's see here. I'm looking at your question here. So let's see here. All right. Struggling to find the risk reward. How do you choose that? How did you choose that area? Okay, good. So this comes down to price action right here. This comes down to price action right here. All right. So when you look at how the market opened today, and you look at us, how we reject off of our price level above, and obviously low volume, we're getting wicked out here. Visually, you can form a zone. You just begin to form a zone in this area, and you can get an idea of how we keep getting pushed down here. Now, of course, as the day was moving along, we saw volume and above us, or the lack thereof of participation. So you get an idea that, okay, at some point, again, this is a 45-minute time frame. At some point, we're not running. We're not running up, right? At some point, right? So you have to be able to understand, looking at candlesticks, looking at price action, what's the overall area that we get pushed down at? And that becomes your risk to reward zone, or that's part of it, right? So anywhere up in this area here, we start to get pushed down. And really, if we're being more specific, it's really about here, right? It's really about up in there, right? So, this would be the area. This is why I chose this area for entry, okay? So that it gives me, again, I entered a position right here, right? You guys know that. The position does go into profit. It does. The difference is it reverses, and we still have plenty of times, right? The position was here. So profit, profit, profit. It's dancing. After a while, you just, it's not running up. So, you get out the trade, of course. But any way we're going to go, this is the zone to enter, right? That's the second best area. The area for confirmation, however, is at a break and close of our price level. That is the area for confirmation. So this is the area I make my decision in. I'm saying, all right, I'm getting ready to get into this trade, queuing up the contract. I'm ready to go. After I get my break and close, or as I'm coming down here right there, I can get in. I can get in because I've already seen where the market sentiment is, where we're going with this, and I'm good to my next move. So the risk to reward is, all right, what's the probability that you break up out of this zone after you've been getting pushed down for 45 minutes? What's the probability you break up to your next price level? It's not very high. The probability is we break down a little bit, right? Again, the first position was made at 945. So there's a nice probability on this aggressive bounce that we pop up a little bit. Now, of course, we expected it a little higher for sure. I expected us to retest this area again, but we didn't. But the reality is 9 times out of 10, after an aggressive candle like this, you do get a little bit of follow through. Why didn't we get it today? Volume. And so really playing into that market sentiment, we're going down. This is what would tell me this is the area I'm willing to risk in, right? And my risk to rewards are really based tightly off of my price levels, tightly off my price levels. Here's what I mean. You get into a trade right here, right? Think about what we're saying. You get into a trade right here at 443.81. All right. And this trade reverses on you. What's the highest probability that this trade, number one, works out more times than not? And number two, what's the highest probability that it comes back around to this level in a short time frame? That's a high probability that if we test once, test twice, test three, we eventually will break or test this level again. Otherwise, we're going to hold it and rock it, and you're going to be out the trade immediately, right? So this is why I enter and exit at my levels, is because I like the risk to reward at my levels. I like to take a position at my level. And for those who are a little more advanced and they've been able to read the candlesticks, read the trend, they're likely coming in right above it, right there. As we move into it, they're entering into strength and exiting into strength as well. I do not advise new traders to do that. I think you should wait for the break and close. It'll save you. You'll rack up way more wins, and then you'll learn how to read the trade so that you can anticipate here, right? And quite frankly, although it's not on the screen, I'm pretty sure, and you guys can correct me, I'm pretty sure around this area right here, 4413, 4412, somewhere around there, I'm pretty sure that this was VWAP. I'm pretty sure VWAP was around here. So that's another indicator too. Yeah, so that's another indicator there. So you can play the VWAP hold and VWAP rejection, but the difference is today I believe we were pinned right in the middle of VWAP until we start to break down here. So VWAP was probably like around here, and we were just, it's flatlining. It was flatlining there. Cool. All right. So does that help you, G Herd? Does that help you? Okay. Very nice. Very nice. All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. As much, work as hard as you do on the market, work is just as hard on your mindset. And coaching yourself through your trades, and watch yourself get better every single day. All right. I'll see you guys 8:50 in the morning to crush this thing again. KDW signing out.